my channel. This is Rose and today we're going to talk about K-Beauty's best exfoliators. So if you weren't already aware, exfoliating is absolutely key to achieving that really even-toned, blemish-free complexion. Now there are actually multiple ways of exfoliating, both physical and chemical exfoliators, but today I'm really only going to be talking about chemical exfoliators because my sensitive skin really does not deal well with physical exfoliators, and also I feel that chemical exfoliators are just more effective. So within that group of chemical exfoliators, you actually have two types of exfoliators: wash off and leave on. And I'm going to give you options for both. One really quick hint before we start is that the key to getting the most out of your exfoliator is watching how often you use it and how long you use it for. So really pay close attention when I tell you those details about how I use these exfoliators. Yeah, so I think what I might do is I'm going to put like a proper exfoliating schedule, like all written out at the end of this video to make everything clear, because it's really easy to damage your skin if you are over exfoliating, and this can all seem like a lot. So yeah, I'm going to talk about all the products and then I'm going to lay it out in a schedule format because I love a good schedule. So first up, I'm going to talk about wash-off exfoliators, and I'm going to go in with the OG, the Dr.G Brightening Peeling Gel. I've spoken about this product on my channel before, so you guys know that I love it. It's one of my favorite products. First of all, I really like the packaging. The squeezy application is very hygienic, which is important because this is a multi-use product. You're going to use it over and over and over again. You don't really want to let air and you don't really want to let bacteria into the bottle, into the product. The next thing that I love about this product is that the ingredients are fantastic for sensitive skin like mine. It's got honey, aloe and black willow, all of which are great for really soothing your skin. And the main exfoliating ingredient is salicylic acid, which is again an ingredient that I've spoken about in previous videos and is a really fantastic exfoliating ingredient. So the way I use this product is I squeeze out a little bit and massage onto wet skin for approximately like 30 seconds-ish. And what's interesting is that you'll start to feel like little balls forming on your face, which is the cellulose in the product binding together. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of people saying that this is dead skin, but that's not true. That's just clickbait. This is not tearing off your skin. If you want to see that, I'm sure there's a channel dedicated to that somewhere, but that's not this channel. That's not what this product is doing. Once you've massaged it for the appropriate amount of time, then you wash it off. Now, some people do call this a physical exfoliator, but I do not agree with that definition. As far as I'm aware, it's the chemicals in this product that are doing the exfoliating, and the cellulose balls, they're not lifting off anything from your skin because they're very soft. It's not like those kind of like apricot scrubs, for example, which are really hard bits in the product which do like rip bits off the skin. Like that's not what this is. Obviously I'm not a skin expert though, so I could be wrong, but I class this more as an chemical exfoliator. Anyway, I use this twice a week, but if you're just starting out with exfoliating, I would aim for like maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week if your skin can handle it. And you can then kind of build up stamina over the weeks. I love this because it just leaves my skin so glowy, and like the next day my skin is always so like soft, like a baby skin. And I really feel like the texture in particular feels much more evened out. Also for me personally, exfoliators so often really kind of strip my skin, really dry out my skin. So what I love about this product is my skin always feels incredibly nourished after using it. So that's really such a big plus, especially if you have sensitive skin like I do. Another great thing is it's only $15, guys. It's an absolute steal. Like, you can get it on Amazon, get it on YESSTYLE, loads and loads of places. It's very easy to get your little mitts on. And this has definitely been a mainstay in my routine for a long time now, and I can definitely say that this has probably helped a lot with getting rid of the hyperpigmentation and the scarring especially that I used to be dealing with really badly because of my acne. So yeah, top little product and very happy that I found it. The next exfoliator that I absolutely swear by is another wash off product, but this time I'm going to be talking about a mask. This is from The Ordinary. It's the AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. Okay, so technically this isn't K-beauty, but I've used it in Korea, it's sold in Korea, and I really love this exfoliator, so I thought I'd add it in here because why not? It's my channel. This was actually introduced to me years and years ago by a makeup artist, and I've pretty much used it ever since. It's actually recently become like super hyped on Instagram, but don't let all of the hype fool you. Like, this is actually a really good product that works. So, as the title may suggest here, the main exfoliating ingredients are alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, AHAs and BHAs. AHAs including glycolic and lactic acids amongst others, and the BHA being salicylic acid, which I talked about in the Dr.G exfoliating peeling gel. If you're not familiar with AHAs and BHAs, AHAs exfoliate the top layers of the skin, whereas BHAs really clean out the pores and go a little bit deeper into the skin. Now, what's really interesting about this mask is it's a very concentrated formula. So how I use this mask is that I cleanse my face and then I pat it so it's completely dry. Then I take a little pipette and pop it on my face. I'm going to show you this working on my hand because you may have noticed in the previous clips I'm experiencing some minor hormonal breakouts and I don't want to stress my skin out too much, so I'm going to be reducing the amount of actives that I use this week to help them heal a little bit. I don't rub it in, so you just kind of like smooth it over your face and I leave it for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be your absolute max, by the way, with this product. I then wash it off with room temperature water, and I tend to use this maybe like once every 2 or 3 weeks. That's really all that my skin can handle / all that it needs. Your skin might be able to handle more, and if you have really bad scarring, you might want to kind of up that usage to maybe once every 2 weeks or even once a week. But if you are using it once a week, then I would kind of stave off using other exfoliating products. So the way that I use this in conjunction with the Dr.G peeling gel is that I will use this instead of the Dr.G peeling gel on the day that I'm supposed to exfoliate. So instead of using Dr.G peeling gel twice a week and then this on top, I just sub them in, if you see what I mean. One of the reasons that I really love this mask is that it pretty much without fail delivers absolutely incredible skin afterwards. So soft, so clean, and like I really seriously notice such a difference in my skin texture. Just like all Ordinary products, this is super cheap. It's only £6 or $7.50 if you're in the States. If you're in Korea, my friends in Korea, you can buy Ordinary products, and the store is located just near Shinsa Station. And yeah, it really just delivers like a very intense exfoliating experience without really like damaging my skin. Now for this next product, I was really in two minds as to whether to include it in this list at all, because after years of loyalty to this brand and after years of using this product, I am no longer using the product and I will not be using the product in the future. Not because I don't like the formulation and not because it hurt my skin at all, but the ethics of the product really didn't work with my personal ethics. God, I'm so melodramatic, like calm down. Can you tell that my mother is an actress? So the product that I'm talking about is from Neogen. These are their BioPeel Lemon Gauze Peeling Pads. Now, as I say, I've been a huge fan of the formulation of this product for years, and I've used this for years, but unfortunately, just the inherent wastefulness of these pads just doesn't align with my personal ethics anymore. One of my big skincare resolutions this year was to be more environmentally conscious with my skincare and with my purchases in general. And unfortunately, these are single-use pads and they create a lot of waste, and that just doesn't really work for me anymore. There were things that I really loved about this product. I loved that it was really safe for my sensitive skin. I never got irritated after using these exfoliators. I feel like the formulation of the ingredients works really well for my skin, and it's very effective. But I just hate the physical delivery of this product. I did really want to include this though because it is one of the best exfoliators on the South Korean market right now. It always has been, and formulation wise, it always will be. But I want this exfoliator in a mask form. I don't want to see the pads anymore. So Neogen, if you happen to see this, love this exfoliator, but I will not be purchasing again until it's in a more sustainable format. So next up on my list of my favorite exfoliators is another wash off product, but again, it's kind of a mask, but it's a little bit of a different mask. It's from Blythe, it's their Patting Splash Mask. So I've actually done a full review of this on my channel and I will link it here somewhere so you can go and check that out, but I will give you a brief description now. So I've really included this product because it is definitely the most convenient exfoliator I think that you can buy on the Korean market. So what's really different about this mask is that it's a liquid mask. So what you do is dilute it in water, splash it onto your skin, and then pat it in. The main exfoliating ingredients in this are lactic acid and salicylic acid. Both great, very effective exfoliating ingredients. But similar to the ordinary mask, this is very, very highly concentrated, which is why you need to dilute it in water before you use it. So one way of using this is diluting it in a bowl of water and then literally just like splashing your face with it. But I don't do that because I can't be bothered to do that. So I keep it in my shower, pop a little bit on my hands, pop it on my face, and then dilute it with water for about 30 seconds. So I use this in very particular circumstances. If I'm really, really tired, if I've been on set all day and all I want to do is go to sleep and I can't be bothered to do a mask and I can't be bothered to do anything else, then I will just reach for this and do a very quick exfoliation. Then I can jump out of the shower, jump into bed, I'm happy. After I do my entire skincare routine, obviously. Also, this is the exfoliator that I choose to go traveling with. So what I do is put a little bit in these handy dandy little tubes that I get from Muji, and yeah, I can just travel with the exfoliator and it's very, very easy, very, very convenient. Plus it gives me the excuse to go shopping at Muji, which is my favorite store in the entire world. It's perfection in a shop. I could shop there all day, and I have. The only real negative to this product is that it's pretty expensive. It's $25. But on the other hand, it's very, very highly concentrated. So you really only need to use the tiniest amount to get a proper exfoliation. So it does last a lot longer than other exfoliators might. So those were all wash-off exfoliators. Now we're going to move on to leave-on exfoliators. And first up is a real OG. This is from CosRX, their BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. Now this is a product that really powers through your pores, cleaning them out, reducing blemishes, but also it makes your pores appear smaller because they're cleaner. So it's actually a very fine liquid, and I use this in a very specific way. I use it in a very targeted way. So what I do is I pop some of this onto a cotton pad and then I sweep it over certain parts of my face, namely my nose, my forehead, and my chin and my jawline, because that's where I get most blemishes and that's where I'm a little bit oily sometimes. That's where I break out, so that's where I put it. It doesn't need to go anywhere else. However, it is absolutely safe enough for you to use it all over your skin. I just prefer to only put products on my skin that like my skin really needs. So what I really love about this product is that it's incredibly gentle on my skin, which can often be very, very sassy with leave-on exfoliators. Now the gentleness is probably to do with the willow bark, which I've spoken about before, is very, very good for soothing the skin. So I tend to use this 2 or 3 times a week in the evening and never on a day that I'm using another exfoliator, for example, the Dr.G peeling gel. So I really try not to exfoliate twice a day. Sometimes I use it more, sometimes I'm using it less. It just depends like what my skin's going through. What's kind of important to note though is that I've been using this for well over a year now, and so my skin has built up some sort of stamina. If you're just starting to use the product, then I would kind of chill out a little bit on it. I would introduce it maybe once every 2 weeks, once a week, something like that. I tend to start using products once every 2 weeks because my skin is very reactive, and that's just the way I like to introduce my products. So what's great about this product is that it's super, super affordable. It's only $22, and one bottle tends to last me a really, really long time. If you're like me and you suffer with kind of the odd pimple or large pores, or even if you have more substantial acne, this is a really effective, inexpensive superstar product. In terms of what skin type are best to use this product, just like all leave-on exfoliators, if you're overdoing it, it's really going to dry your skin out. But if you're doing it right, this should work for everyone. If you have oily skin, this is really going to help control that excess sebum on your skin. Don't really know why I did this. God help us with our skincare. Lord knows. That's very sacrilegious. I'll probably be going to hell for that. On the other hand, if you have dry skin, this contains lots of lovely humectants like butylene glycol, which is going to attract water and give you that little bit of extra hydration. Combination, I would suggest using it targeted, just like I do. And if you have sensitive skin, who the hell knows if it's going to work for you? We don't know whether our skin's going to be okay with anything. It's a nightmare. So give it a go. If it doesn't work, that's annoying. If it does work, yay for you, you found one more product that your skin doesn't hate. So next up on my list is another lovely leave-on exfoliator. It's by CNP, their Invisible Peeling Booster. Now this is kind of a very recent addition to my routine. And I bought it because I just have a compulsion to buy all the skincare, even if I don't need it. I don't have an excuse. I just wanted it, so I bought it. I'm like Ariana Grande without the financial stability. I'm really glad I did though. I've been using it for about 2 months and so far, loving it. So this leave-on exfoliator exfoliates using PHAs, polyhydroxy acids. And the specific PHA used in this product is gluconolactone. And that was kind of the driving force as to why I decided to try this product. PHAs are very rarely talked about, but they're actually really, really incredible ingredients to use. They're extremely non-irritant exfoliating acids, so perfect for sensitive skin like mine. Now, as I say, I've been using this for about 2 or 3 months now. The texture is very, very light, and I actually use this all over my face because it is such a non-irritant and non-damaging acid, if that makes any sense. Now I know this is not going to be doing the most dramatic changes to my face like the CosRX BHA Power Liquid would do, but I have noticed that in the areas that I can't use that CosRX product, i.e. like my cheeks, my temples, the sides of my nose where my skin is usually too sensitive, I've been able to use this and I've seen a real improvement in my texture. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to continue to incorporate this into my routine. At the moment, I'm using it only on the days that I'm not using any of the other products that I've mentioned in this video because I really don't like over exfoliating. But I think what I might do is I might start introducing it on the days that I use the BHA Power Liquid. So I'll use the BHA Power Liquid on the targeted areas, and then everywhere else, including my neck, I'll use this and kind of use them in tandem together. So I'm getting a really nice exfoliating experience on my whole face. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Hi guys, so on Monday I'm going to be using my Dr.G exfoliator, and then Tuesday going in with my CosRX BHA leave-on exfoliator. Wednesday I'm going to give my skin a bit of a break before going in again with the Dr.G on Thursday. Again, I won't put anything on Friday, but use the CosRX BHA again on Saturday and the Dr.G on Sunday. Then we move on to week 2, where I'll start off with nothing on Monday, and then my trusty CosRX on Tuesday, Dr.G on Wednesday, Thursday I'll keep free, and then the CosRX BHA on the Friday. On Saturday, I'll be going in with my AHA BHA peeling solution from The Ordinary because I haven't used that in about a month, but usually this would be another day where I use the Dr.G exfoliator. Then I just go back to my week 1 schedule and the cycle continues. I then add a PHA to Tuesday on week 1 and Friday on week 2 because this is when I'm going to try and combine the 2 leave-on exfoliators.
So that's a roundup of my favorite K-Beauty exfoliators, plus that little cheeky one from The Ordinary. Exfoliators are a really key part of anyone's skin routine, and I know that finding the perfect one for you is really difficult, so hopefully one of these will work. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support so much, and I will see you back here this time next week. Bye!